guys, how's it going? Today we're going to go over how to draw Tom from Tom and Jerry, Tom the cat from the cartoon. So we're going to draw his head, and it's going to be really easy. It's going to be for beginners, so stick around through the whole video, and you can either watch or join. So I'm going to be using this as a Crayola magic marker. And let me draw your attention, and let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is, well actually let me get the other marker. Oh, that was kind of dry. First thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna start with his eyes. His one eye that's closer to us. Hopefully people have watched Tom and Jerry. It is a very famous cartoon, classic cartoon. Gotta draw another C shape, and that's gonna be the side of his cheek as he smiles. I'm gonna pull another line out. That's gonna go into his nose. His iris, and his pupil. But yeah, hopefully everybody's seen Tom and Jerry, especially if you're watching this video. Now we're going to go into the nose, and the nose, it's going to be a little bit like an upside down drop. Throw a little circle on there. That's going to be for the highlight. Now let's go to the other side here. Similar eye shape, of course. Opening that. So that would be the iris and the pupil. The iris is the colored portion, and that is the black portion. Going down and making this round curve shape for the side of his actual top part of his mouth. Now the side of his mouth that's closer to us. Then what I'm going to do is, there's a design in the middle of his head that I'm going to put. It's kind of like these U shapes, but make sure it's lighter, so go lighter on the actual marker when you do that. Like pull back, don't make the line too heavy. And now we're gonna throw the ear. The ear is quite a bit of a distance to from his head, so I would go from here, maybe around to this point. I'm gonna start the upper portion of the ear. It's gonna go out to a point. It's gonna pull in and kind of go around, almost like a bat ear. And then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna pull in. It's gonna be the inner ear, and there's a little bit of fur going on, and those are really just like warped triangles. Pulling out. The sides of his cheeks go out in kind of like a pointed, overall pointed manner, but again, little tiny spikes which indicate furriness. Before we go on, let's go to his mouth. Pulling down, his open mouth, pulling in. Small bump here and another small bump. That's gonna be for his tongue. And if you want, you can fill it in, but I'm gonna wait on that for a little bit. And then take care of the underside of his mouth. So it's gonna be bottom of his lip. And then we're gonna connect these two lines. A lot of it is you're drawing it and you're connecting as well. Let's go to the front of his, the top of his head. So if you go to the top of his head, he has a little bit of scraggly hair. Maybe like 3 of those, not a bunch. Then you pull down for the front of his face. So the front of his face, it's pretty close. It's pretty close in. And then that's gonna flare out at this point, and it's gonna have this kind of pointedness on the side of his cheeks, but on the far side. before that, I'm gonna close the mouth over here. I'm gonna connect that dot. I'm gonna go over here, slight rivets for showing furriness, and I'm gonna connect that there. Let's take care of that other ear, far side ear, and try to make it around the same height as that. Pulling in, pulling down on that side. And the next thing would be to give him eyebrows. His eyebrows are also a little furry. Think about that. So that kind of seesaw shape is going to be throughout this entire drawing. That seesaw shape which indicates furriness. And then the last thing is you throw the whiskers on here. And then we're going to fill in the negative space of the mouth, which gives it more depth. That is Tom from Tom and Jerry. If you want to see me do Jerry, please comment in the description below. I'm gonna do just his face right now. I might do a body version of it later, but that's pretty much it. That's Tom from Tom and Jerry, the cat. I do appreciate you watching. Like I said, one thing is, if you enjoyed this stuff, clearly you're an artist, and if you are an artist and you want art supplies, go to Arteza. I'm gonna link it down below. Arteza is one of the best colored pencils and other art supplies. They have tons and tons and tons of different art supplies, but absolutely one of the best, if not the best, colored pencils on the market. When you grab regular colored pencils, for example, in the store near you, they don't blend very well. They blend very choppy and strange. So if you do want to kind of put a tremendous amount of time into your drawing, if you're planning on being a career artist, or if you just want to make this a really strong hobby, I strongly recommend you get this, and you're going to save money in the long run, because a lot of the other pencils, they tend to dull and scratch the paper in weird ways, and they don't have enough vibrance to their color either, and they don't blend very well. But these do all of that, and like I said, they come in 48 packs. This is my pack, and so that's pretty much it. You can check that out in the link below if you do want to make this something you really plan on doing for a while. If not, it's totally cool. Go do, the other stuff. But I know they have a sale. They always have sales going on at that particular site. So, like I said, that link will be in the description. And that's it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you watching. I really hope you have an amazing day. And, yeah, I'll see you very, very soon. And have a great art time.